in, and when you put all 4 sections in, give her a 360 just so they can see. Not been far, have I? Can't be far.
Oh, is it on that trolley?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, bless you, thank you. Blending in because it's black. I'll post the ones that I took already and you can do it.
Then take a section roughly 1.5 inches wide, right in the middle of the head at the bottom of the nape. With the tongue horizontal, we first pull the hair up to start getting a bend in the root of the hair. We then rotate the tongue 360 degrees, holding the mid-lengths of the hair. Our hand then goes over the tongue, grabbing the hair from the underneath. And again, we twist the tongue 360 degrees, pulling the hair over to the opposite side, which will now place the hair you are holding in the middle of the other hair. We now simply feed the ends into the tongue by bringing the tongue away from the root, using the thumb on our clamp and turning the tongue 360 degrees, feeding those ends into the tongue until they disappear, and wind the tongue down to the root. You will know when the ends are fully locked in because you will hear the sound of metal.
Yeah, it's in the middle part.
Then release the hair from the tongue, gently letting the hair fall from the tongue into your hand, and flap pin the curl into the head clockwise. We do exactly the same to both sections, the same. With the tongue always horizontal and the hair going over the tongue.
Make sure I spell your name right. I don't want to get it wrong.
Always holding the hair. A hand goes over the tongue, grabbing the hair from the underneath, and again twisting the tongue 360 degrees, pulling the hair over to the opposite side, which will now place the hair you are holding in the middle of the other hair.
360.
Yes, please, just so it can see your 4 sections. No, you can do, please, if you don't mind, and it can just catch it all the way through, but it's an idea to do it when you've got more pre-sectioning.
Then we release the hair from the tongue gently, let the hair fall off the tongue into our hands and fluff the curl into the head clockwise. What's really important to remember is to have as little tension as possible on the tongue and the hair, so the hair can move through the tongue freely, holding the mid-length of hair. When there's enough room, our hand goes over the tongue to the right of the section, grabbing the hair from the underneath, pulling the hair over to the opposite side. We then take the horizontal section again using our finger the other hair, with the tongue also in a horizontal position. We wrap and twist with our wrist the hair under the tongue for root drag. Twisting the hair as we wrap will give us a retro curl rather than a princess curl. You're not going too close to the root or concerning yourselves with twisting the hair to the ends, which will all add to the contemporary finish of the twisted tongue.
You can, if you need to, if you've got any flyaway bits, you can just go down it.
Gently let the hair slide off into your hand, and also hold the hair for 10 seconds to cool in a compressed in-curl. Heating the hair and then letting the hair cool is the perfect technique for your waves and curls to set strong and last. Larger sections that are left on the tongue and in our hand for a shorter time create looser, gentler waves. When the hair has cooled, we release the waves, separating with our fingers and giving the hair a gentle shape to dress the hair as we go. We then take a horizontal section using our fingers with the tongue in a horizontal position, not flat wrapping but twisting the hair with our wrist under the tongue for the root drag from root to ends. Please be aware, we are not tonguing right to the roots or concerning ourselves with tonguing right to the ends. This will all add to the contemporary finish as well as giving us peace of mind that we will not burn our customers on the skin and we will not burn our fingers. Once we have reached the top of the ear with our sections, we begin to drag the above sections down to the level of the top of the ear, creating more root drag as we move up the head towards the crown. This will create lazy roots, which will all add to the casual look and finish of the twisted tongue. We still keep the focus and the continuity of our sections being horizontal, taken with our fingers with the tongue also in a horizontal position. The next 4 sections up the head, which are above the line of the top of the ear, we drag and leave the tongue in line with the top of the ear for extra root drag. You guessed it, the sections still stay horizontal, tongue's horizontal, twisting the hair under the tongue, letting the hair slide gently.
Claire, what's your surname? I'm having a memory block.
Fleckner.
You can feel the heat of the hair in your hand. The longer we let the hair cool in our hand, the firmer the curl and the longer lasting. We are leaving the ends out of the tongs and are gently rubbing the ends of the hair as they are setting in the tongue. This will make the ends melt from the middle ends to the ends, giving us a natural flow and look to the hair. The more of the ends we leave out, the more modern and less vintage the twisted tongue will look at the end. Just be aware that if the hair has recently been club cut, it will require us to rub the end more to help shape the hair together. As we release the hair that has been cooling in our hands, we gently shape the wave, loosening up the hair and melting the section into the crease. So we are dressing the look as we go.
So you don't go
Once
over
the
the top
first
of the
side
ear.
of the back is completed, then move to the the other side, you now place the hair you are holding in the middle of the hair, nice and secure. We now simply feed the ends into the tongue by bringing the tongue away from the root, using our thumb on the clamp of the tongue and turning the tongue 360 degrees again, feeding those ends into the tongue until they disappear, then wind the tongue down to the root. Please note this second row of sections was all pinned anti-clockwise into the hair, the opposite way to the row below. Now the head check, tongs horizontal hair going over the tongs, rotating 360 degrees, release the pressure and pin curl anti-clockwise. Now next section above is from the temporal.
Can you not tell me? It growled then. Are they hot or not?
Soon find out, won't they?
I thought you was burning. Oh, that's perfect. Do you want me to get you a towel to put
Yeah,
on
I
there?
think it'll be better having it. Alright, if I use my section thick one.
Yeah, yeah.
I did think that earlier.
Not allowed music in a while.
No, it's not that we don't allow it, it's the YouTube.
Copyright.
Yeah, it blocks it.
My tongs are playing again.
It's quite nice to listen to music while you're doing it, isn't it?
You normally would, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Even when we're teaching it, we tend to.
You've got something,
have
in the background.
Breathe in. I've just been to Italy, remember? So much to speak.
I keep thinking that every time I lift my arms up because I've got a split in this top.
Oh, I've not.
Belly hanging out over my trousers.
It's not. Do you find this one? I think once you've done it a few times, you can tell people that haven't, because that's just natural. It's what you're doing. You're not really having to think that much, are you? And you're not fumbling with it. It's really fun.
I think once you've got it,
once it's clicked, you're all
I
right.
think that's it. I think the first couple of times it was a bit like, which way does it go, which way? But once it's clicked, and even with the learners, you've got sort of mixed ability in the groups, but some of them have just got it straight away.
Yeah.
And some of them were really, even the left-handed ones, that have just adapted it to.
Yeah.
I've had to do this left-handed as well. You can't let them see that you can't do it, can you? So like, you do it left-handed as well.
Yeah, you don't think about that, do you? And my daughter's left-handed, and it's amazing how you have to adapt what you're doing, because it just looks weird, doesn't it?
Yeah.
On each side, right the way round to the back, a parallel section to the underneath. You guessed it, the same method, rock solid and exactly the same. Starting from the side, working all the way around the head. With the tongue horizontal, we first pull the hair up to start getting a bend in the root of the hair. We then rotate the tongue 360 degrees, holding the mid-lengths of the hair. Our hand then goes over the tongue, grabbing the hair from the underneath. Again, twist the tongue 360 degrees. Pulling the hair over to the opposite side, which will now place the hair you are holding in the middle of the other hair. We now simply feed the ends into the tongue.
It's nice, Sue, this one, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a nice, it's a nice, easy one to do. For the result it creates.
Feeding those ends into the tongue until they disappear, and wind the tongue down to the root.
Tried it on a friend of mine, but it layered. It needed long layers of.
Yeah, if it's too short, it sticks out, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's the same, very similar principle when you do the level 3 Vada. You'll get what I'm saying. When you do the long disconnection, you do the twisted tongue after that, and you have to shake out the short bits, because otherwise it'd stick out, like you're saying with a conventional shorter layer cut. Pardon?
It unravelled.
Oh, that's alright. That's fine.
Please note this third row of sections was all pinned clockwise into the hair, the opposite way to the row below. With the tongue always horizontal and the hair going over the tongue, rotate the tongue.
A lot of cotton in this.
Pardon?
There's a lot of cotton in this.
A hand goes over the tongue, grabbing the hair from the underneath, and again twisting the tongue 360 degrees, pulling the hair over to the opposite side, which will now place the hair you are holding in the middle of the other hair.
Oops, a daisy. So as you're working up that head, Sue, when you're shaking out, you're not doing anything wrong, it's perfect what you're doing, just be aware of that back middle parting, because often you end up with a
Parting.
yeah.
Just
When you're shaking to melt, coming to, you're right a bit, yeah.
Is that what you mean?
Pardon?
Is that what you mean?
Yeah, that's it. You're whizzing through that, Claire. It's like Speedy Gonzalo over here. She is. She's focused on her lunch.
I heard your tummy rumbling. I thought that meant get a move on. Feel the pressure.
The pressure of the rumble.
Yeah.
I was going to say, you don't normally feel the pressure, do you?
It did half growl though, so.
Have you bought something?
I have, yeah. I've had Weetabix on my way here as well. I warmed some Weetabix up before I left. I thought, I know I always mostly get, although it was, to be fair today, I didn't get in any traffic today, but mostly I do, so I'll eat it when I'm in traffic.
All right. Are you doing anything for Halloween?
I did a party for the children on Saturday, so we're not doing anything tonight. All the decorations are still up, because I said to
Do you
them,
encourage the trick-or-treater?
No, my gaze, they'll not get through. I've got massive eye and gaze. There'll be no trick-or-treaters at my door. Not that I don't like the spirit of it, I don't, it's the people that could be knocking on your door. You don't know, do you, nowadays? And that's terrible to have to think that, doesn't it?
Yeah, but it's not always the people, is it, that are honest, it's those that
that's right.
minority, isn't
it? Yeah, that's true. So, no, my children have never even been trick-or-treating. I've always done parties. Right, now your battery is on red, Sue. So, I'm going to keep my eye on that. In fact, hold that thought, because I saw a lead that we can connect it to your laptop. I'll have to just move your laptop if that's alright with you.
Yeah,
But other than that, we should. Yeah, so I said I wasn't doing a party again, Sue, because it wrecks your house, no matter how good or whatever you're trying to do.
Such a lot of time to...
Yeah, I've still got to suck it into it, because I looked at going to, they're a bit young for the Halloween fest at Alton Towers, but I looked at the Drayton Manor ones. You're looking at like 80 quid for the three of us to go. I thought I'd rather just do a party and stay at home. So that's what we did.
Did you have people around?
Yeah, I had 10 kids all together, but there was only me and Dwayne, and there no adults stayed, so that was like, I knew said not got to do food and that for them. I went to Costco and I brought 2 massive pizzas and like a massive tear and share garlic bread, you know, like a catering side. And I brought a massive, because I looked at all these cupcakes, and it tallies up, doesn't it? And it was cheaper to buy a massive Halloween cake that they'd made than buy all cupcakes for them all. So I did that. It was quite, yeah, it was nice.
My friend made me laugh. She's got a little girl she'll be 2 in December, so there's only like a few months between them.
Yeah.
And she said, oh, we're having a Halloween party. And I said, oh, have you invited like family in that round? She's like, no, it's just the 3 of us.
Oh.
How is that a party? She said the trouble is the little girl goes to nursery.
Yeah.
And because of all this silly clown scaring,
Oh, I know, yeah.
nursery have cancelled anything to do with Halloween.
Oh, that's ridiculous. And then I'll just perch at the back of it so I know when exactly when it goes.
Simply the same technique. Our body as it has been all the way throughout this recipe. We advise that you work on perfecting this recipe before you work on your speed. With this method, you will end up fast and perfect. We are nearly there. So let's keep focused. Sections horizontal, tongue horizontal. Hair under tongue first,
Pardon?
in the ends out. Tongue point
To your recession.
to the left of your body if you're right-handed.
And then you,
or to the
so you're
right of
working
your
up in
body if
small,
you're
in your
left-handed.
strips, horizontal
Once
sections
above
till you
the
get
ear,
to the
root
recession.
break the hair down
And then
to
once
the
you get
last
to the
section.
recession, you go
Holding
into
the
the other
tongue,
side,
allowed to cool
up to
down
your recession.
before releasing
And that's when we then go back to the top and we
separate
can play that again, yeah.
the low section. You will be amazed how far as it has been all the way for seconds, then allow to cool in your hands before releasing, separating and shaking. The top section.
So once you've done both sides up to the recession, that shows you the top bit.
At 2 sections and each side, do you say?
Yeah, if that's all. She's got a small head, hasn't she? So yeah.
Do you drag this one down to the ear?
Yeah, top of the ear, everything down to the top of the ear.
And this stick and all. Bloom again.
Can you hear it? Go on, Claire, get them tongs moving. I'm joking.
Should be overtaking me in a minute.
I think the more you eat sometimes, the more your belly wants to eat. It's
Yeah.
true what they say, isn't it?
worse when I tell myself I'm on a diet and then I'm starving.
I know, it is. It's psychological, isn't it?
I'm not in a rush. I know I've only got vegetable soup for lunch.
I've only got a salad, I must say.
Every Monday we start a healthy diet. It's usually gone out the window by Wednesday.
Made leek and potato, and I'm not sure I like it. That won't take me long, will it?
Oh yeah, they just said plug it into your computer charger.
Oh, that will charge
Yeah.
it, so we'll have
Yeah.
to. Brilliant. Okie dokie, thank
Yeah.
you. Because when we plug it in, it switches it off. So it's obviously you can't charge while you're videoing.
Yeah.
And there's no display that it's charging, is there, when you plug it in? So we didn't. Thank you for that, because we didn't want to leave it charging at what we thought was charging over lunch, and then come back
Yeah.
and it's still flat.
It's a shame they haven't just got any USB plugs, isn't it?
I know, yeah.
Yeah.
Be easier, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would be.
I've got a phone charger with them. There's phone charger.
Oh, yeah, I have. I wonder whether that would work at that.
Let's give it a go.
I haven't bought mine.
No, I've got mine with me.
Yeah. Well, that only has to do a guess. I bet it won't work still if it's.
Probably can't be used. And
Well, yeah. But it's worth a go, isn't it? Oh, hello, it's working. There you go. Oh, well done. That's fantastic. Well done, that lady. What's her name? No. Well, that's good to know for future as well, isn't it? Yeah, they're looking spot on.
First, find the party and make a bullet section into the party.
Which is a picture.
It's split into two vertically, then subdivided horizontally into two sections. These are then tonged exactly the same method as we've done for all the underneath sections, with root drag to the top of the ear on both sides. This particular look is on a centre parting, so we have the same size sections on either side of the parting. If we wanted a side parting, we would simply do the same technique but from a side parting. Our body position is right in front of the horizontal section we are taking, as it has been all the way throughout this recipe. We advise that you work on perfecting this recipe before you work on your speed. With this method, you will end up fast and perfect. We are nearly there, so let's keep focused. Sections horizontal. Top. When putting in the silver clips to the picture, make sure the clips are the right way round, as only one side allows the clip to glide through the hair. And make sure you draw the clip along the scalp for maximum security.
Well, that's good. They've shared my post straight away. That's really good of you, Claire. So I'm assuming they'll do the same for Sue when they see it. One of the things that's on my remit is when I take photographs and I post them on Facebook and the Twitter, is to make sure that colleges reshare it, because they obviously get a lot out of it as well. And they've done it straight away with the first one I posted on Claire, and I've posted yours as well, so they should see that. do about Danielle's role then? Are they going to have to advertise, or what's the plan? Do you know?
Well, not only Danielle, we've got work-based learning, and that's all.
Yes.
There's nobody in that either. They've all left. So we're 4 members of staff down.
So they're going to have to advertise then, aren't they?
They have already advertised.
You have many applicants?
I think they did well. Yeah, we know the person that's got it.
Oh, somebody's been appointed?
But it's just now waiting for the normal checks.
Oh, okay. So is that somebody that was already did some casual work?
She was already here years ago, and then she left. I'm not sure if it's official now.
Oh.
Just thinking on camera.
Oh yeah, well I don't mention names, I mean I don't know who you're talking about. Anyway, so the only thing that we need to think about then with Denise is...
Denise is no longer deputy head.
Oh, okay, we don't need to think about that with Denise. Who do we need to think about that with then?
Caroline.
Caroline. Who's Caroline?
She was deputy head for sport, but now she's stuck on the whole lot.
Okay, so I need to be introduced to Caroline then.
Yeah.
Okay, so what we need to sort out with Caroline is the training of new staff.
Yes.
What normally I do is ask for 2 days with them, and I'll do like the 5 most technical recipes that I've used with at other colleges, and they've said yeah they're the ones that we feel that we did need, so it's sort of been tried and tested a few times now. So it's like a mini VADA sort of thing, but done at a lot faster pace.
Because it kind of needs to coincide with what we're teaching, doesn't it?
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, it does for whatever's on their scheme of work. But so we need a discussion on that, really.
Yeah.
How it can best help them.
I know they're in training this afternoon, but still might be worth trying to get with Caroline.
Yeah, just so I can say hello. I sort of know I'm talking to over email then.
Yeah, we only found that out this morning.
Oh. So what's happened to Denise then?
Well, she was just on a temporary post.
Yeah, I know it was only ever temporary.
But because...
What does she do now then?
She goes back to her lecturing. Because
Actually
they're down in
Oh, is she? Right.
The problem we've got is this is not being videoed, is it? It's just
Well, you're on camera, but no, they don't see them, do they? But we see them. They don't. Or wait till we have lunch and then tell me.
We'll discuss it over lunch.
You can even get your P45.
As you do,
Give them with one hand.
Congratulations.
Good luck.
But no thanks.
Get your bag on the way out.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oops. Horizontal. Hair under tongue first, leaving the ends out. Tongue and separate it, melting into the below section. You will be amazed how fast, effective and simple the twisted tongue method is. Split the front section horizontally. Tongues now change to a vertical position, wrapping the hair away.
Oh, you're on that bit, sorry.
The face over the tongue now, with a small amount of root drag.
Matter which side?
Hold the hair
Yeah,
on
you're
the
right.
tongue
Yeah,
for
so
10
if you do the
seconds
same as
with
him
one
first, so he's
furthest
doing his
around
left hand side.
and hold the hair in a pink elbow.
Face it to the mirror if you want, so it might be easier for you. You can see what you're doing then. I'll move the camera, you're alright. So
Your right hand is the left front section, your body position will be at the back of the head, and vice versa.
yeah, so you're at the back.
Horizontal section.
No,
Oh, well.
pull the hair
Oh,
once
thank
it
you.
is cooled in our hands. Looking for a visual blend into the below previous section. Then we are onto the front right section. Now change your body position to the front of the face, the right hand.
Still horizontal.
Still horizontal, only it's your
the hair around and away from the face with a small amount of root drag. Hold the hair on the tongue for 10 seconds because we want that firmness and continuity around the front. Then hold the hair in a pin curl for 10 seconds,
Done it right.
allowing to cool before releasing, shaking and melting the hair into the below section. When we are tonguing around the face, be extra careful
keep
and
your
aware
tongue so your
of
tongues
the tongue
are
position and your client's face.
vertical, not
These
horizontal,
tongues
so they're
are
pointing
very
down to
hot
the
and
floor.
can be dangerous
Yeah.
if you are not focused and professional.
I'm not twisting.
Let's have our last head check. Split the front sections into 4, then subdivide these sections. Tongs horizontal for the back 4 sections, then vertical for the front 4 sections. Curl away from the face with the front sections, small amount of root drag, holding the tongue for 10 seconds, then allow to cool before releasing, separating and shaking. We have put clips into the hair where the hair bends into the first wave. We do this to let the hair set extra firm around the front. Once the hair is cooled,
I've never known it rumble so much.
Am I right?
Pardon?
Am I right with this?
Yeah, just so as long as your tongue position's not horizontal, yeah, no, that's fine.
And then to do up the clipping.
No, not till you've done both sides and then it goes in and does it.
This is to the face, isn't it?
Yeah, so you're standing in front
Front
of
of
it this
it.
time pretty much, and then, yeah, or and other way, so your tongue's at the back,
Under.
that's it.
one last section, barrel curl to the head and salt, pepper, done. All we've got to do now is dress it out, make it look cool and modern.
But it's actually tongue quite nicely, hasn't it?
Not bad.
Yeah, if you'll have a look there, look, so she's at about eye level, just below her eyes it goes. So on that, in that first little wave. So then that's just sort of left to cool, and then you can take that out, and because all your dressing's done. So yeah, so you can take your clips out and give her a 360. Tong.